I don't know a lot of people know this, but I've been a resident here in this community for 24 years, and I've been on the police commission since between 2004 and 2005, so I've been part of this police department since then. I've been involved with hiring or promoting everybody in this agency in that time. Anybody prior to that, they were either promoted through the police commission or I've had some kind of relationship with them under that aspect. So adjusting here was pretty easy. Well, there's normally a checklist when a chief of police takes over, or a fire chief in any agency, doing audits of any financial evidence audits, going through personnel files, getting to know the system that's going on. As I said, I knew a lot of the policies because I was involved with that. That helped a little bit, but you still have to go through the same type of transition that all chiefs of police are expected to do. I believe it'll be, with the weekdays of 7, it'll be 60 days in transition already. You normally want to start moving along. It's between 60 and 90 days, moving your policies forward. Obviously, the policies that are here, I'm not going to be changing much because I was involved with those policies, so that transition will be easier. My goal is to get the command staff and the sergeants and supervisors below me to the next level. I'm here to make sure the transition, not only for me, but for the future. The vision of the future is what I'm here for. It's not to have a long-term career here. I'm going to be transitional in an aspect that I'll make sure the quality of life of the citizens and the businesses are stable as they have been under the last leadership. My goal is to get the next leadership to a level where they are running this police department for the future. Well, right now my goal is the next 3 years to get everybody to the level that they should be at and beyond, and be prepared to be at the next step. We're going to be doing some training and mentorship throughout the ranks. My goal will be to get the command staff to the level where they can take over as chiefs or assistant chiefs, and the supervisors or sergeants can get to the command staff level where they can take over as commanders. With that is a lot of training and giving them responsibilities to a level where they understand what comes with that responsibility as they move forward. I need to now take what I've learned over 30 years in leadership or as an administrator and make it possible for people below me to get to that level. I'll be at the top mentoring my personnel. It'll be up to the people below me, which is the command staff and sergeants and corporals, to mentor their people. It's a complete process that starts as patrol officers and moving your way up. Somebody has to always bring you along or teach you or help you get to the level where you need to be. You have to obviously do it by yourself, but you also need that guidance. And that's what we're going to promote here. That's what we're going to move along and make sure that everybody's prepared to do. Well, the body cameras are out right now.
Okay, they are.
We're at a testing phase where we're moving along. We're trying to move the program. Obviously, there's always technical difficulties moving the policies in place. The officers are wearing them. They've been using them for at least more than 30 days now. But obviously, there's going to be glitches or different aspects that we weren't ready for or prepared for. We're working with the system, the manufacturers, and the people that have built the software for it to fit into our program. And obviously, we went with a program that is working in other areas in Lake County. As a chief of police in any agency, you have a big wish list, and obviously it's all about finances and ability in doing that. The town council here has done their best and continue to work towards giving us everything we need. As I said, the last administration already has us on that level where we keep increasing our technology, systems that we have here. We're not far behind anybody else in the area. Obviously, I have my thoughts on some of the programs, but again, I have to see how they fit within this agency and what's best for this agency. I hope that my command staff and supervisors have the confidence to move forward in their careers through that mentorship and training, where they will be making decisions that they haven't made in the past, that will control or be part of making influences on people below them or on the streets. When I started law enforcement, we didn't even have radios in cars in some of the vehicles. Now we have radios. If you look in the front seat of a police car, it looks like a plane cockpit. It has computers in it, radars. It has sensors in there that you would never imagine they're in law enforcement. The officer literally fits inside it like it's a game. Obviously it's not, but it's necessary equipment that assists the officers in doing their job, which assists the residents and the business owners. It's a complete office inside a squad car, so they're able to handle everything on the street. Our goal always is to keep them on the street as much as possible, even when it comes to report writing. And if they can stay inside their cars, they get more visibility, which gives us more activity. And visibility is a big deterrent for crime. So the longer we're on the street and the more people see them, it gives the confidence in the community that we're out there helping them, and we believe in that. When I started here, I worked hand in hand with Dyer when I was a Linwood police officer, and back in '91, this area was not built up like this. So we counted on each other, and that tradition has not changed. And we have a great working relationship with Linwood and Sauk Village and the other surrounding communities that are border to us. It is different for somebody like me that has actually come back home, because this is where I started, right on the other side of the line. But at the same time, I was doing work in Dyer, along with Dyer doing work in Linwood when I was a police officer in Linwood. I have to give a credit to my former chiefs of police in the Homewood Police Department, because we believed in making sure that every resident gets to live a safe life in our community, to be able to take their children out and do great things in the community. At the same time, seeing us as a partner instead of seeing us as the big brother of the community. As you know, if people come home from work and their house isn't broken into, their garbage is picked up and the streets are clean, they're happy because we have a community that works together to make sure that those things happen. Now, that's a small portion of quality of life, but we also have great parks, community service programs, and the police department play a major role in all of those avenues. Any decision we make or do can change a person's life. So we want to make sure that we're making the right decision for every person in this community.